A pictorial description of modes in optical fibers. This demo explains the characteristics of modes in optical fibers. Relationship of indices K and M of LPKM modes to the patterns seen in the intensity profiles is described. The patterns inside the core correspond to the index K. The index M gives the number peaks along the core radius. All modes shown in this demo are of the cosine type. For K equal to 0, we have a single concentric pattern indicating no angular dependence. For K larger than 0, we will have two K patterns inside the core indicating angular dependence. For the images, the center is the axis. In a two-dimensional plot, the number of patterns will be identified by numerals for K equals 1 or more. The intensity along a diameter will be plotted for the identification of peaks along the core. The peaks along the radius within the core will be indicated by stars. LP01 mode. One concentric pattern within the core and one peak along the core radius. LP02 mode. Once concentric pattern within the core and two peaks along the core radius. LP03 mode. One concentric pattern within the core and three peaks along the core radius. LP04 mode. One concentric pattern within the core and four peaks along the core radius. LP11 mode. Two patterns within the core and one peak along the core radius. LP12 mode. Two patterns within the core and two peaks along the core radius. LP21 mode. Four patterns within the core and one peak along the core radius. LP31 mode. Six patterns within the core and one peak along the core radius. LP41 mode. 8 patterns within the core and one peak along the core radius. LP44 mode. 8 patterns within the core and 4 peaks along the core radius. LP45 mode. 8 patterns within the core and 5 peaks along the core radius.